Yes, my people, it's Robert, an ambassador for Christ, and where I go, as you know, the kingdom goes. Eat the fish, spit out the bones. Some things you may agree with, some things you may not, but there's going to be something sensible and useful in what I'm going to say to you today. So, the sun is, we can see the sun is starting to set on our flat earth. Oh, did he say flat earth? Ooh, I'll be quiet there. I'll get you lot going crazy now, ain't it? I'll leave it there. I'm messing about with you, all right? Let's get back to the topic. I'm going to speak to you today about where are the Nephilim and the end day chimeras, where are they going to come from? Okay, the Bible says, as you know, Jesus Christ said it, I think it's Jesus Christ said in Luke 17 or Luke 21, Luke somewhere, he said this anyway. He said that, you know, the end days, like as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the days of the coming of the Son of Man. So we know that in the days of Noah, there was a mixture between angels and humans, and they hybrids and they Nephilim, fallen ones, blah, 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 Genesis 6:4. You know all about that. The chimeras and stuff like that, Genesis 6:4, down 6:6, 6:5, all around there, around Noah's time, talks about chimeras and that sort of stuff there. It's been something that's been, you know, spoken about over and over again, like Book of Jasher, it's all in there, and, you know, mixing the, you know, the wickedness, you know, they mix species together, animals and humans together. Anyway, let's get back to the topic now. Where are these end time chimeras and Nephilim going to come from? Because we're waiting, where are they? If we're in the days of Noah, these things should be here. We should be seeing them. Now, this is very, very, very interesting what I'm going to share with you right now, okay? After the flood, where were the Nephilim? Where were the fallen ones after the flood? Well, it tells you in the book of Numbers. You know, when they went into Canaan's land, you know, the 12 spies, they said, you know, we saw the land is very good, blah, 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 but there's Nephilim there. They said there's fallen ones there, the sons of Anak are there. That's who they said was in the land of Canaan. So they were frightened, and they obviously come back to Moses and said, you know, we can't go there because we're grasshoppers in their eyes, and we're grasshoppers in their eyes, and we're grasshoppers in their eyes, and we're grasshoppers in their eyes. Anyway, blah, blah. You can read that, Numbers 13. Now, you will find out that these Nephilim, these fallen ones, were in the land of Canaan, or Cana. Canaanites, they were actually Canaanites. It says that the Canaanites came from the line of Ham, I think it is, and it speaks about the Canaanites on how they were as tall as cedar trees in the book of Amos. It says that the inhabitants of Cana at that time, the Canaanites, they were as tall as cedar trees. And we know that cedar trees are the tallest trees we've got around. Now, you will realise that in the Canaanites, they had Canaanite worship, and the Canaanites used to worship everything. They worshipped Moloch, and I've done a video about that. That's all about child sacrifice, abortion. I've done a video about that, all right? They worship Baal. They worship fertility gods. They worship everything that moved. They worshipped it. They worshipped sexual immorality was crazy. They had sex with everything, because God always kept on saying to Israel, do not worship the Canaanite gods, do not follow them, because he said don't do it, all right, because there's a reason why. So we know that these Nephilim were in a place where they done all this type of worship, where they worshipped, you know, they worshipped Moloch, you know, Dagon, the fish god, they worshipped all these gods. Now we're supposedly in the end days right now, so we should be seeing these Nephilim popping up right now. But where are they going to be coming from? And I'm going to tell you exactly where they are. They're going to turn up in the country where the most immorality is going on and where the most wickedness is going on. That's the country they're going to come from. And you know what country that is? The USA. You're thinking, what? Yes, that's right, I said it. America. You're going to see all this stuff coming from America. Why? Because all the Canaanite worship and all the gods the Canaanites used to worship, that's what's being worshipped and promoted in America. Don't get me wrong, it's promoted in other countries as well. England, Europe, all the rest of it, I understand that. But in America, on a large scale, wherever people do, well, all the other countries do it small like this, but America always do it massive. They always go in big, they go in crazy. So, for example, abortion is promoted. Sexual immorality is promoted. Homosexuality is promoted. You know, greed is promoted. You know, they get people in debt. Debt is promoted. Lawlessness is promoted. The government is promoted. Even though the government have laws, they put laws out to protect about certain things, protect this and protect that. In them, bring them laws out, they're promoting wickedness. Crazy. You know, what's it called? The police state. They promote that. All this mark of the beast or whatever, cashless society, that's what they're promoting. It all comes from America. America are the ones who's doing it. So out of America, you're going to stop, and because of all these demonic practices that they do there, they open up demonic portals. And that sounds crazy, but it's the truth. Whenever there's child sacrifice going on, worshipping the god of Moloch through abortion, I've done a video about that, okay? That's where it's being promoted. It opens a portal. Those abortion clinics are temples to Moloch. But people are like, huh? How you work that out? Trust me, they're modern day temples. You know, that's how deep it is. And it's opened up demonic portals because innocent blood is being shed. The immorality, the sexual immorality, the promiscuity and all the rest of it. You know, in California, they're very promiscuous in California. All this stuff is all been promoted. Wickedness has been promoted in California, and they've got a drought. They've had a drought for 3 years or 5 years or whatever. And it's all chaos over there. It's because of the wickedness. So, keep your eyes on that country, because that is where all the madness is going to come from. Now, as soon as whatever happens in America, it knocks on happens in Europe and in England. They're the next countries that it follows on to. Okay, so it's something mad. They talk about transgender toilets or whatever. That's in America. Give it a year or 2 or 3 years, it'll be in England. Then it'll be in the rest of Europe. So it happens in America first, then it comes into England and the rest of Europe. They do, remember, in England, we've got licenses here to blend different DNAs together, animal and human DNAs together. We've got a license to do that here in this country. Do you know that? I'm gonna leave it there. So, where are these chimeras and end-day Nephilim coming from? America, because that's the place where they open up all demonic portals have been opened there. Don't get me wrong, they open up, they have abortions and stuff like that and worship those gods in other countries, but not on the extent of America. America is pure Canaanite worship. Go and study Canaanite worship, the gods that the Canaanites worship. You'll find out that the West worship them, but America worships them the most. They take it to the deeper and more wicked level. Keep your eyes open. Like I said, it's Robert, an ambassador for Christ, and where I go, the kingdom goes. Some things you may have agreed with, some things you may not have agreed with. Eat the fish, spit out the bones, and let's move on. And I shall see you tomorrow. Stay blessed, okay?